Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the BEI Live Show. My name is 𝗬𝗀𝗱𝗲𝗍𝗂𝗱𝗲, and I am one of the co-founders of the Black Entrepreneurs Institute and co-host of the BEI Live Show. I have with me my fearless and awesome co-founders, friends, business partners. We have Damian Johnson.
Hi guys, how are you? Glad to be here again for another great show.
See, you see, I'm trying to raise up my energy to match yours, right, Damian? And then we have Dr. Nicole Rankin.
Hello, everyone.
And last but not least, our TV show extraordinaire, 𝗬𝘂𝘂𝗵
Well, hello. I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight. Thanks for inviting me on your show.
Exactly right. So for those of you who just finished watching Cedric on Talk Leadership with Cedric, you know Cedric is a multi-show guy, and we love the fact that he just literally jumps off one set into another.
Yes, I'm on Studio 1A now.
So guys, this is like spring. I know over the weekend it was the first day of spring. So, you know, spring just brings with it refreshing ideas and excitement. And so for me, it's extra exciting because also this is the fourth Tuesday, which means this is our youth day. But today we're gonna switch it up just a little bit for our viewers. So instead of having a youthpreneur on this evening, what we've decided to do here on the BEI Live Show is talk about how we as adults and/or mentors and ambassadors can be that and more to young people. So we have an exciting show for you tonight, and we're going to talk about something that I think all of you should be interested in hearing about. So if you have not done so already, grab your devices and start your watch party, because everybody you know is going to want to learn more about tonight's topic. Now, I mentioned earlier mentoring, because mentoring at its core guarantees that for young people that there is someone who cares about them, assures them that they are not alone in dealing with day-to-day challenges, but listen to this part, also makes them feel like they matter. Research confirms that quality mentoring relationships have powerful positive effects on young people in a variety of personal, academic, and professional situations. So ultimately, mentoring connects a young person to personal growth and development and social and economic opportunity. Unfortunately, though, 1 in 3 young people will grow up without this critical asset. So we're here, as we are in other phases of our business, to be the solution and to fill the gap. So tonight, Damian and I have the honor and privilege of serving as interviewers of our special guests, Cedric and Nicole. And we're going to talk to them tonight about their impact in the youth space.
And so, as you know, in our BEI tradition, friends, we like to give our guests a formal introduction and help you understand who they are, so you can understand why they're worthy of listening to. So let's start with Cedric. So Mr. 𝗬𝘂𝘂𝗵 is the chairman of the Executive Leadership Circle, which is a private organization where thought leaders discuss and address global topics. Finally, he serves as the founding partner and president of the Lake Charles Education Collaboration Incorporated, which is a 501c3 education-based think tank. Their focus is to help low-performing and failing schools improve academic outcomes. Now, let's turn to Dr. Nick. And you all know that we affectionately refer to Dr. Nicole Rankin as Dr. Nick. And you know what? She is one of the most engaging certified personal growth coaches around, bar none. Dr. Nick travels both nationally and internationally, devoting her life to equipping, inspiring, and empowering leaders and youth worldwide in the areas of leadership development, personal growth, and communication. So, Cedric, let's jump in, and I want to start with you because you are primarily in the schools and school districts around the US. So why don't you start by helping us to understand what made you decide to operate in the youth space?
Yeah, thank you, Damien and Angela, for giving us opportunity to speak here tonight. Relationships are at the heart of what young people really need to learn, to grow, and to thrive. Relationships, connection, right? Now here's what I want the audience to do. I want you to give me a little grace, and I want you to close your eyes for a second. Now, we're all virtual, so it's not like I'm going to come tap on your shoulder and say, hey, I'm right here. All right, I'm not going to sneak up on you. Okay, so trust me a little bit. Close your eyes for a few seconds, right? Now, imagine you were a little child and you had an adult in your life that provided you with comfort, with guidance, with mentorship, and a listening ear, right? Now what I want you to do with your eyes still closed, imagine another child who doesn't have an adult meaningful relationship. No one to help them to learn how to be a good communicator, how to be a great leader, how to have a positive mental attitude. Now I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. Boo, I got you. Right now, open your eyes, right? And imagine every student having a set of ambassadors who are impacting their lives all over the world. And in fact, all over the country, and in fact, all over the world. See, we know that students who have adult meaningful relationships are 55% more likely to enroll in college. Those same students are 78% more likely to volunteer regularly, 90% more likely to be a mentor themselves, and get this, 130% more likely to hold a leadership position. That's why I'm in the youth space, because they need this, and we have to be there for them.
Wow, that's really powerful, Cedric. We see a lot of pictures and videos, of some of your work with students. So I think this is a good place for you to speak to our audience, and because they may not have seen your work or understand what it is that you do, but can you take a moment here to help us understand some of the programs that you have in schools?
Yeah, actually, one of the shirts that I'm wearing tonight is a part of what we do in schools, right? So Nicole has on our Wave Youth Leadership shirt, but as a part of this, we have what's called Millionaire Boys Mentoring. That's a program where we take 5th grade boys and we help them understand, one, how to value themselves first. You see, you can try to teach a kid to value somebody else, but if they don't value themselves, they're not going to value anyone else. So we teach them how to value themselves first, how to appreciate who they are first, then add value to other people, and then look for opportunities to continue growing, right? That's just one of the things that we do in schools. Another one it's called 100K Club for high schoolers. So what this does is, and Nicole and Angela, you're going to like this. We go in high schools and we say, we only want people who are going to volunteer for this group. We don't want teachers to assign students. So what happens is with this, it's all girls right now in the high school that we're in, the couple of high schools that we're in with the 100K program. So we're teaching them how to invest. Go ahead, Angela. There it is. Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
So we're teaching them how to invest, right? And all we're doing is Wave Youth Leadership. All of those things are going to fold up under Wave Youth Leadership to help change the minds and mentality of students all over the world.
Wow, that's so powerful.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. And Cedric, as your fellow Steelers fan, you know what I thought about when you started talking about that too. You know what our coach says: we want volunteers and not hostages, right?
Exactly.
So shout out to Mike Tomlin. All right, back to the Wave. Sorry, audience. Half our BEI leadership know very little about football. So forgive them. They know not what they do. Okay, so so Nicole, this question is for you, my friend. And as Damien says, we always say, because we know it's true, but Dr. Nick loves the kids. And so you also, just like Cedric, you're known for your work with youth and young adults. What do you do to engage and connect with young people to increase your influence with them? Because everybody can't do that.
Absolutely. And again, thank you for having us on your show tonight. It's very exciting to talk about something that I love, I'm passionate about. My heart is all for our young people. And I think when we talk about engagement, you got to the first thing is just be authentic. You know, it goes for me, I think it moves more than just the passion that I have. I truly believe that this is a calling that's on my life, because there is something that happens when I'm around young people. It's that fire that it's just, it's like a out of body experience. Like, you know, you're in the right place. So when I'm with young people, the main thing that I want to express with them and engage in that connection, and there are a few things that I incorporate when I'm doing and working with them. One, outside just being my authentic self, being real, being open and transparent, is one, when I'm working with them, I really provide engagement for all learning styles. So I'm doing something that is going to cater to my visual learners, going to cater to our auditory learners, even the kinesthetic learners. So my workshops are truly for no matter how they learn, there's some way that they can connect to what I'm trying to say. You know, research shows that, you know, when working with young adults, their attention span is 11 seconds. And then when I'm working with a younger generation, our Gen Zers, it goes down to 8 seconds. So as a facilitator with young people, you got to keep that in mind. You know, when you're speaking to adults, the attention span is more than 20 seconds. The kid's already gone. So you got to find ways to get in there and get them engaged right at the beginning. And so having the ability to cater to all learning style is going to help you. So less lecture, more collaborative peer work, more group work, more discussions is always great for engagement. And another thing to I think about is the relevance of it. You know, when you're working with kids, they need to know why they're doing it. You know, when we were young, we were always asked the question, why this, why that? And our parents would just be like, because I said so. That does not work with this generation. And it's not that they're being disrespectful. It's not that they're being, defiant. It's just that that's how they learn. They want to know the relevance. They want to know why am I going to spend time learning something that is, and how is it going to affect me in the long run? So now you want to give them the relevance of how whatever you're teaching is going to affect them years down the line, so they can see that connection, right? So now they'll be more engaged because they're like, oh, okay, I can see that. I understand how this knowledge will allow me to synthesize new knowledge in the future. So now you get that buy-in by doing that. So that's another thing. A few other things that I can think about for engagement purposes is that just having the rationale of, again, why we're doing what we're doing. I always want to know why. I want to give the relevance of it, want to give the rationale, and then allow them to voice their opinion. So you're giving them a platform to hear their voice and what they think, right? So, you're teaching them, but now you're also becoming the student. So I'm not just going in as a lecturer, as a teacher, as a facilitator and say, I know everything, here's the information, now you go be great. Now, I want to learn from you. When I go into sessions with young people, I tell you, I learn a whole lot of stuff. Some things I don't want, that's how I found out where the money reside, I learn a lot of stuff of things that I would not necessarily do on my own. So it's a win-win opportunity when you think about engagement. And if you go in with that, I'm here to learn just as much as I'm here to teach and facilitate. So, and just keep it relaxed, keep it fun. I love working with you. Like I said, it's a calling, and it's truly for people who really want to make an impact and want to make a difference and feel that calling on their life.
That's beautiful. You know, I tried not to feel like you were stepping on my toes when you were talking about parenting, but I get it. And I actually know that you're right on point. Like, I had to learn that the hard way. So I love what you guys are doing, because you're taking people under your fold and mentoring them on how to work with young people so they can have a more effective relationship.
Wow. So let's get to it. And Dr. Nick, I love what you said. I just wish I'd have heard that like 10 years ago, maybe. I'll use it going forward for the little ones. So
you still have time to come. You got
yeah, because I'm still multiplying and replenishing.
You can apply all of this.
Yes, I get another chance. So I want, and listen, I'm sure our audience is dying to hear. So Cedric, tell us about the new program, man, because you've been keeping it under wraps for so long, and let it loose now.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody can catch the wave. So the program is called Wave Youth Leadership. We all value excellence. WAVE, right? Make sure I got that right. Yeah, WAVE. Yes. So we all value excellence, right? Now, here's why we're here. We exist to help school districts accelerate their academic achievement of all students. This is a whole school concept, right? Particularly for low performing and underperforming students, to help improve students' values, their ethics, their character-driven leadership. We understand and know that mentoring at its core guarantees young people that there is someone who cares about them. It assures them that they're not alone in that day-to-day journey, right? And the day-to-day challenges. And we want to make them feel like they matter, because we'll show in a survey later, that's what they say. And research really confirms that quality mentoring relationships have a powerful positive effect on young people in a variety of ways. Now, this is the #1 evidence-based youth leadership program in the United States. All right. Now, when you say, well, Cedric, how do you say that? Well, because we have the data to show that, right? The program has been tried and tested. You see, folks, when you want to impact students, when you want to make a difference, then you have to do things that's going to make a difference. And that's what WAVE is ultimately going to do. And ultimately, it's about connecting with young people, giving them a voice. It's not us going in and lecturing. It's us going in with activity-based programs that's going to help them engage, help them better understand why leadership is so important, why effective communication is so important, why healthy debate is good, right? So we're going to be teaching all of those things. And I already said it. How we're going to do this? With interactive and engaging student development programs to ensure that they develop the skills, the knowledge, and the attitudes needed for effective communication, for leadership, and for positive social change. And this generation is about social change, folks. More than any other generation, they are about social change, and that's what we're going to be helping them with. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too, and I don't even do the youth thing, but y'all got me all excited. Look, I'm gonna catch the wave. I want a shirt.
We're gonna let you be a wave ambassador.
Well, you know, I like the shirts already, so you already got me with the shirt. So, so Nicole, you know, we know that as Cedric said, there's tons of content out here on the streets and everything, but why is a youth certification so important?
Great question. And, you know, We know that there are many people that want to get into the youth space, right? But they may not have the know-how, they may not have the understanding. So this type of certification that we're providing with WAVE, not only are we going to be able to certify you to help you engage with the young people, but we're going to really teach you how to engage with the school system and get in the school district and get into the schools, learning the language. For those that have never worked with schools before, there's a right and wrong way to do things. There's a right language that you have to know. There's a right understanding of the needs of the school. So there are things that you need to know prior to going in and to just providing content. So we're going to, with this WAVE certification, we're going to provide you with that type of information. So you'll be able to have that knowledge and then be able to go in and truly make a difference. And this type of program, we know that the school districts are needing this to help with performance, especially now during the time. We know that during the last year, 2020, how students have been impacted by COVID and by the pandemic with working from school at home, social distancing. They have seen a tremendous impact in their social and emotional and mental health. You know, we've seen suicide rates among teenagers increase during the months of 2020 during the pandemic. We've seen younger people get into depression and overwhelm and anxiety, and they're just stressed out. So these types of programs that are evidence-based, that are based on and truly focused on the social emotional learning of young people, they have shown by recent to show that they increase in academic performance. Research shows that programs like this, students have shown an increase of even 11% percentile points. That's how much of an increase just by being involved in this type of program. Not only that, we have seen students who participate in these types of programs, they show improvement in their classroom behavior. Also, they were able to manage their stress and depression better. And then they overall have this better attitudes about themselves. And because, you know, you're instilling values, you're instilling that the ability to think that I can. Whatever that is, I can. So they're now having better self-esteem and higher self-confidence in themselves and valuing themselves, not only themselves, but others. They value others, and they also value their schools and community. So we see that with these types of programs. And so like Cedric talked about earlier, you know, there are so many young people out there that don't have these types of mentor or developmental relationships in their lives. Studies show that 1 in 5 students don't have these relationships. So think about, you know, your life and the people who have impacted you or served as a mentor, served as a coach, and then think about what would your life be without them. And then, so when you have that impact, think about all of the young people out there that don't even have the opportunity to engage in that type of developmental relationship. So what we're doing here is we are providing the opportunity to help young people build those positive influence, to build those, to kind of just reshape and their mindset and help developing that thriving mindset, giving them support, giving them the encouragement. You know, 1 out of 3 students we know without a mentor, we see the impact, right? Studies have shown that at least 37% are less likely to skip a class, and 52% are less likely to skip a day of school when they have mentors and they have these types of developmental relationships. So just overall, you know, what we're bringing with WAVE is not only important, but it's relevant. The time is now, because especially now as young people, we're going back to school. Some students have been already. Campuses have reopened. So they're at a loss. They're in a state of the unknown, not knowing. So this type of program now can help provide that support, help provide that social emotional learning, to give them some stability, to give them some hope, to give them some encouragement, to give them an opportunity to understand who they are as leaders and where they fit in our society at large.
My goodness. Just sign me up right now. Take all my money, Dr. Nick.
Angela, go ahead and get the checkbook. Get his
Wait a
checkbook.
minute, you passing out money? Wait a minute, what? let me send you.
That's the way.
Wait a minute, Cedric. What they say? Let me send you my Cash App.
Yeah. We not taking no cash out.
Dr. Nick, you are oozing passion, and Cedric, I think you just came out of the womb passionate. So, just for the sake of our audience, I think it would be appropriate for me to ask you to outline for us what makes the WAVE program different from other youth programs, right? Because there's lots of youth programs there, but you decided to develop this program for such a time as this. So talk to us about some of the differentiating factors for WAVE.
Yeah. It's amazing that we asked this question. Just today, I had a conference call with the folks at Franklin Covey and with their youth leadership program, really trying to understand what are we doing and how we're going to take over America with WAVE youth leadership, right? When you do great things, people want to know, right? And so here's the thing. One, it's evidence-based. It's not just here's another box of content. It's an evidence-based program in terms of outcomes, right? Number two, it's a full curriculum. So students are used to, a curriculum that's going to start with telling them, having an icebreaker, telling them the objective, telling them what the outcome is going to be, and then actually going through the activity, and then doing a debrief to make sure that their retention was there, that they picked up what they were supposed to learn. So we have all of that ironed out for every lesson. Now, here's another differentiator. See, we didn't want to launch with just English. We understand that there's a huge Spanish-speaking audience out there, and they always feel left out because people say, we're going to launch Spanish later. Well, no, that was not acceptable for us. We said at launch, we want Spanish and English in our elementary version. So Spanish and English is available in our with the WAVE Youth Leadership. We also differentiated is we provided a curriculum for 1 out of every 3 school days. Now, this doesn't even include the days that they're out of school. So what am I telling you? You have more content for 1 school year than you're going to be able to use, right? Because you have a whole lot of out of school days. But we wanted to make sure that there was enough to go around for the whole year for you, okay? The other thing is, this is not just about WAVE ambassadors coming and making an investment in a program. We also know that people are in the youth development space to make a living for their family, right? So we have built in 2 revenue generating strategies for WAVE ambassadors to make money. And we walk you through it. We help guide you through it so that you can actually make money in your business. You see, I spend a lot of times in school systems. I definitely understand how to get into school systems and how to navigate school systems. So I'm using that experience. Dr. Nick spends a lot of time in school systems, and we're using that experience to help build this program and to help put these 2 revenue generating strategies together, right? So let's see what else. Well, that's really the biggest things right there. Evidence-based, a full curriculum. We put together 2 revenue generating strategies. So if you're looking for extra revenue in your business, you say that COVID slowed you down. Guess what? We're trying to help you gain some extra revenue in your business. We're going to help you by giving you 2 new strategies. Now, tell me when you saw a program that said, we're going to show you 2 revenue generating strategies right up front that you can use in your business.
Wow.
Catch the wave.
You didn't say it's like drop the mic, catch the wave.
Catch the wave.
You gotta love it, right?
Yes. And hold on, I do have to give a shout out just because our very own 𝗬𝘂𝗵 is the one who interpreted everything that we did in Spanish, so we know that it's going to be good material. It wasn't Nicole and I trying to figure out through Google Translate.
And let me tell you, from somebody who's used Google Translate, they get it wrong as much as they get it right. So yes, 𝗬𝘂𝗵 is excellent. She's an excellent leadership coach. She's a member of our BEI family, boot camper, and she is definitely a great contributor to this project. So definitely we want to shout her out. So, you know, when I saw the advertisement, like I said, I was pumped. And if you can get me excited about trying to work in the schools, then you've done something, because that's not my space and I usually don't get excited about it. But just listening to how both of you share your passion. And of course, I love young people. And I do believe we are charged with this as a responsibility, right? To mentor, grow them up, and take them on that journey of leadership so that they can be better leaders than some of the things we see right now. But I love your youth leadership core values, and I just think they are so foundational. So first, I would just love for you to share with everybody what they are, because what we know is core values are important to any and every organization. And then talk to us a little bit about why you picked them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So with our core values, our guiding framework was really community youth development. So as you said, we're looking to develop young people, just not on an individual level, but looking at long-term, how are they going to be impactful and be a part of the social change and to do something great. So we're looking more at a community development approach to our youth that come through our program. Because we see when we take that type of approach, there's so many things that happen. Communities are now engaged, really engaged young people as partners in community development. We also see that community leaders now start to invest in policies and practices that support youth and impact youth communities, right? And so now also we see a lot of collaborate when we think about the community development approach, we see a lot of community collaborations for and with youth. So now our young people can see themselves belonging into their own community. They can see themselves as a piece of the puzzle, right? So the more that youth grow up successfully with that thought process, the more they can think about how they can be a solution to whatever problem that they want to solve in their lives. So now we're now helping them discover who they are and really cultivate their abilities to shape their own lives and learn how to engage with and contribute to communities and the world around them. So that's why we chose the core values that we chose to really think about from a community youth development approach. And so we use the 𝗓𝘃 Institute. And for those that don't know, the 𝗓𝘃 Institute is the #1 organization in the US that does research on youth and youth development. And they have identified 5 elements that is expressed in 20 specific actions. And so that kind of relate and show you how to make powerful relationships with young people. So we've taken the 5 elements and created our core values. And through a survey that they did, when they surveyed that they did, the first thing that students said that they want to show me that I matter to you. So young people want to know that they are important, that they are valued. You know, a lot of times when you think about young people, especially we see these in a lot of communities where we're focusing the low performance and underserved communities. You know, students don't feel valued. They don't feel like they belong. They just kind of a victim of their circumstances, but they want to know that they are valued. So our first core value is that express care. Like, we want to show you we care. You know, we know the saying that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? And that's where we want to go with first. We want to let them know that we do care about you, we do see you, we value you, and you matter. And so that's our first core value. Our second core value is based on the statement that student says, push me to keep getting better. Push me to keep getting better. So our core value here is challenge growth. So we want to be able to push our young people. A lot of times, you know, especially this generation, everybody wants to settle for average. Average has become okay, right? And so they're not getting pushed to their potential. So challenging their growth is going to help them to see something different and push them to be better. So that's our second core value. Another core value is based on what the student says is, help me complete tasks and complete goals. So our core value there is to provide support. We want to be resources for our young people. They have goals, they have desires, they have dreams, and they may not have the resources. We want to provide support for them, however we can bring that our network, our knowledge, our resources to help them achieve their tasks and achieve the goals that they want to accomplish in life. So our core value there is provide support. Another thing that was said, the fourth core value we had was treat me with respect and give me a say. Treat me with respect and give me a say. They want to be heard. Our young people want to be heard. We have some amazing young people. Like I said, I love working with young people because the things that come out of their mouth, it just blows my mind, because I wasn't thinking that way when I was young. And so just to have that thought process, and they want to be heard, they want their voices to be heard. So to give them a platform, so we're going to respect them. And our core value there is share power. We're there to share. We're there to, it's a win-win, having a mutual beneficial relationship where we learn, they learn, and then we learn together. So it's shared power. And our last final core value is based on the statement from the survey that the student says, connect me with people and places that broaden my horizon. So our final core value is expand possibilities. And that's what we want to do with the WAVE program. Especially our focus is on the low performing and underperforming students, is give them possibilities. A lot of times young people don't perform to their potential because someone doesn't even see that they have the potential or have the possibility and let them know that I see your potential, and show them something different than what they see. So expanding their possibilities, expanding their imaginations to think beyond where they are. So those are our core values, and it's something that we definitely stand on and stand by, and it's woven into our curriculum. So it's amazing.
Thank you for that. That was really good. When you were saying that, it made me even think about how, you know, we talk about, even as coaches, right, that we want to help people have skills of recognition. And so when you all are doing all those things, as you ran through those 5 core values, it just made me think about that fact that, as you were saying, people can't sometimes aspire to that because they don't have cells of recognition, and nobody's ever told them they could, or they've never seen anybody who did, because we don't go back and mentor. So it all layers together. So that was great, Nicole. Thank you so much for that. So Cedric, next question for you. We see people offer new programs and content all the time. So how are you all going to help people actually use this and make money in their business?
Yeah, you know, our goal is to not only help ambassadors catch the wave and get the WAVE Youth Leadership Program in schools and school districts and youth programs all over the United States, but our plan is to help them make money in their business, right? That's an overarching goal. It's important because I know that people want to make money in their business. So we're going to help hold their hand and walk them through the process, through the discovery phase, meaning uncovering the needs of a school, then to the sale, right? And then finally to implement the implementation process, getting it in schools. WAVE Youth Leadership Development Program is different in that we've developed not 1, but 2 revenue generating programs to help the WAVE ambassador make money. The first one is a distributor program. Right? There's some school districts that buy programs and they want to implement them themselves and run it themselves. Well, there's no reason why the WAVE ambassador has to walk away from that school and say, well, I can't be a WAVE ambassador in that school. So we put together a distributor program, and we know that school districts will buy the program because it's been tested already. So we help them with that. We help them with pricing, how to do it, how to walk the school district through it, how to conduct that training initially, and then walk away. And it also builds in residual income based on the license permission for in future years. All right. See, difference, folks. Difference, helping them generate money when they're asleep. You see, everybody wants it, so we're doing it for you in the WAVE. The second way is, Grant Cardone says, Angela, everything in life is a sale, and everything you want is a commission. So what do? We created a WAVE sales commission program, right? The WAVE sales commission program is designed to pay out on a per program basis. It's not an affiliate fee; it's a sales commission, and the biggest difference is we're going to pay you a flat fee for anyone that refers someone to be a WAVE ambassador. Now, you know what, Angela? You can partake in the WAVE sales commission, even if you're not a WAVE ambassador.
Do I get a shirt?
See, I'm trying to pay you some money. You talking about a shirt.
I want a shirt too. It's all about branding, right? It's about branding.
Although you don't get what you deserve, you get what you ask for. So I got it. That's right, where the money is. But anyone can be a partake in the WAVE sales commission. So if you're in Michigan, but you don't even participate, you're not even a WAVE ambassador, you can also make money in the WAVE sales commission program. If you're in Texas somewhere, you may be in New Mexico, you may be in California, you may be in New York, you could be down there in South Florida. You too can participate in the WAVE sales commission program without being a WAVE ambassador. Now, you're going to maximize your income when you're a WAVE ambassador and you participate in the sales commission program. You see, so those are the big things that we're going to do to help people make money in their business. And again, it's about Dr. Nick and myself holding your hand, walking you through the process, right? Not just putting you out there and saying good luck to you.
I like that. So I just want to make sure I'm clear, though. I got a follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make money, though, in school systems? Because we always see schools don't have money.
Let me tell you what. Yeah, you can make money in school systems. Everything that's in that school building, they paid for. You see?
True.
And let me tell you what, folks. It's important that you understand that you are a business entity, and it's important that you understand. You have to understand where to go in a school to tap into funds that they have available for these type of programs. This is not an anomaly. You just have to understand how the process works. We understand the formula to the process, so we can help you with understanding that process and how to tap into the funds that schools have every day that they spend on programs like this.
I like it.
So Cedric, I think, it's I'm always sort of thinking with the audience in mind, and since we are interviewing you, I got to ask you. So if someone out there is watching this broadcast and they're getting excited, how do they know if the WAVE program is them? So who would you say this program is for? So either you or Dr. Nick, happy to hear you kind of define who you think the target audience is.
Yeah, the target audience is a person that wants to serve in the youth space. Any person that has a heart for children and they're looking to make an impact. Any person that's looking to be significant in the youth space. Any person that's said, man, I wish I could figure out how to get into a school. Any person that's ever said, I would love to serve in a school or youth program in my community. then you are a target. You are the person that we're looking for to help you become a WAVE ambassador. And guess what? Once you become a WAVE ambassador and you get it into one school, we take you to what's called Executive Leadership Circle. Right. And then once you go to Executive Leadership Circle and you grow in your business, because we're going to help you grow your business and you're growing, we're going to put you on what's called, it's a top 20% club. It's called President's Club. If you go to all high performing sales organizations, they have what's called President's Club. President's Club is for people who are performing. It's not about you spending any money, because you're not going to have to spend any money to get to President's Club. In fact, you can't give us money to get to President's Club. It's all about you performing in your business. And we know if you're performing in your business, you're making money in your business. And that's what we're here for, to help you become a part of the top 20%. President's Club.
I like it.
Wow. So I think it's a natural question to ask. How can our audience find out more about the WAVE Youth Leadership Program? How can they catch the wave?
Absolutely. You can check us out at www.waveyouthleadership.com. And we will have that information on the program. We have informational sessions for those that are ready to catch the wave. We are to give you information, and we're ready to work with you. You can hear our excitement. You know that we are excited, and we are ready to work with those who want to make a difference in the youth space.
That's awesome.
Definitely, definitely. So, guys, it's hard to believe. First, let me and Damien just thank you again for coming to our humble TV show and joining us. Yes, it has truly been an honor and a privilege to have you, Dr. Nick and Cedric, on our show tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
So friends, you know, as you've heard them talk about the WAVE Youth Leadership Program, you've heard them talk about the fact that it is the #1 evidence-based program in America for young people. It's built in with activities, it's built in with curriculum. It's literally, they're handing you a model on a plate. And if that's not enough, they've built in strategies where for you to be able to profit from the program, to be a distributor, or to generate sales commissions for referrals. But most importantly, what you have to understand is that this program is about changing the next generation, leaving a legacy, making a mark. And if you have a heart for young people, if there is blood beating through your veins, I don't know how to express this in any more, with any deeper clarity and intensity, catch the wave. Look, we've got to make a difference in our young people's lives. And this is for the low performing young people. Those are the young people that need someone to come alongside and give them a helping hand. So listen, Angela and Cedric, we would not be business partners if they were not people that were full of integrity. So go to the website, waveyouthleadership.com. You see it on the screen. And check out what they're doing. Spread the word and help us change the next generation, right? Help us leave a mark that will last. This is work that has eternal significance in the lives of young people.
That's well stated, Damien. And so as we get ready to close the show, I'll just add to that. Some of you, this has been a burning desire for you for years and you didn't know how to do it. And so what Cedric and Nicole has laid out is a mechanism to help you do that. But also what we've done at BEI is to help lay out a mechanism to help you even start that business that helps you reach the lives, mentor, teach, train young people and the people who work with them. So right now, enrollment into our business boot camp is still open. We will be starting cohort number 4, and we are all so excited. It starts the first Tuesday of April, which means you have a little time left. And right now, there's a 10% discount if you enroll from our regular price. But think about it. You can join the business bootcamp, figure out how to set up your business, get a solid foundation, get more instructions on how to sell, negotiate these school contracts that are going to be there for you. And then guess what? Then you catch the wave. And so then you get youth certified to do the work that has been calling in your heart to do for all these years. So we want to see you in that boot camp If you know somebody else who has a business, whether or not, or they're interested in starting one, whether or not it's with youth or in another area, you know, give them that link. Refer them to our business boot camp for business owners. And again, any and everybody. So you become a commissioned 1099 of the Wave Youth Leadership Academy, right? Refer people. As Damien said, Dr. 𝗍𝗂𝗁𝐿𝐴, I cannot reiterate it anymore. Our young people need us, and we are really the responsible parties for the next generations. So let's do our part and catch the wave and join the Wave Youth Leadership Program.
Yes, and since they can't do popular, you know, I'm gonna have to go back old school, catching that wave. You know what I'm saying?
No, you didn't. And on that note, and on that, thanks for watching tonight, everybody. Catch the replay Sunday at 3:00 p.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern time, exactly. We appreciate you guys. Take care.
And catch the wave.
All right.